how do you feel that your birthday falls on the same day as Valentine's Day?
Oh.
How do you feel?
When I was a kid, it was cool.
Yeah.
Because you get your class list, get them all Valentines, hand them out. Just be like, hey. And there was always that one girl in my class where I'm like really liked.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Happy Valentine's Day. And I said it like that too. And
did you say, do you love me? Do you want to be my friend? Because if you do,
yeah.
well, then
That song probably didn't
don't
exist
be
back then.
afraid to take me by the hand.
No, I'd slam it down and go,
Want to. I forgot the last part of what I was singing. I think this is how love goes. Check yes or no.
That's very true.
George Strait.
Like the actual parties, I don't give it
Yeah.
a rat's because like people are busy. We're
Man, you
grown-ups.
made a hard stop there.
I mean, that's true.
Because you were going somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, I was going somewhere even naughtier. That's dumb. That was so dumb.
No, it wasn't. Twerk ethic. Twerk ethic.
But you merely adopted the dog. I was born in it.
Chocolate donut. Kato on the track, beer.
That's right.
Chocolate donut, maple syrup, glazing donut, pumpkin donut, Dunkin' Donuts, bars of donuts, sprinkled donuts, football donuts, hazel donut, candy donut, Texas donut, Philly donut, jelly donut, crispy donut, powder donut.
You gotta dance like you're eating a donut.
Chocolate donut, maple syrup, gotta go and get that re-up. Rolling blunts and smoking purple, got the gas to make you wurgle. Coughing till you see in circles. Hershey dipping, we be sitting, caramel sipping, we be sipping sugar. Hershey,
Okay,
we be
all
running. I
right,
was
that's
tripping
enough of
for a
that.
minute, I thought I was
So, I think, well, first and foremost,
Is that a deep cut from Cher?
yes, this is from the record behind me. If you can't see, is The Sunny Side of Cher.
Wow.
I think this is.
I like the side of Cher.
I want to say that's track 4 off
Okay.
of Cher's album.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to give you some context
All right.
for those listening and watching. Welcome to the Twerk Ethic Show. I'm JT, and this is Cooley.
Hello, everybody.
Great guy.
Glad you could join us.
I am glad too. We are a weekly show,
Yeah.
variety show.
Mm-hmm.
We do a podcast every week,
Every week.
YouTube show every week.
Every week.
And it's not just it's not just us filming ourselves while we do the podcast. We make sure to make it very visual and put in the clips and all that stuff.
Sure.
too. But we also do reaction videos.
Mm-hmm.
We do music videos.
Yep.
Improv,
Mhm.
music covers.
Yep.
And then sometimes we just play donut rap songs.
Because everybody likes donuts.
They do. And I am going to give some context.
Okay.
Donuts make you go nuts? Is that what you're going to say? That just felt like something you would
Yeah,
say.
yeah. Something like that.
Do you want the context?
So there's context to this song?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is what's
Well,
funny
then I
about
have to
it.
hear it.
Everyone listening, this is actually what's funny about this.
Okay.
Cooley doesn't even have context of this song. He doesn't even know why we were playing it.
Nope.
You don't have context,
Nope.
but I wanted it to be that way because I thought it would be funnier.
Right.
I just told you, here's a YouTube link.
Mm-hmm.
Play this song, and you started dancing.
Yeah.
There is a reason I wanted to play that
It
song.
had a cool beat.
So last night, me and the wife
Mm-hmm.
watched a documentary that was non-murder and non-corruption,
Oh,
which is hard to find.
It is
because most documentaries are like,
very hard to find.
here's this murder or here's this very corrupt company, which,
Yeah.
by the way, very interested in those documentaries.
Oh, for sure.
But, it was a Monday, kind of had a hard day. And I was
Yeah.
like, my brain hurts. I really don't want a murder viewing.
Yeah, no murder Monday.
No murder Monday.
That's my thing.
Let me dap you there. This should be my thing. No murder Monday.
Right? It should be everybody's thing.
So we watched this documentary called The Doughnut King. All right?
Oh yeah.
Very good documentary.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not saying it's the best one in the world,
Right.
but it was very good. It's about this guy who was a Cambodian refugee back in the mid 70s when Gerald Ford went over there and arranged, and then after him, Carter had a part in it too, but had arranged to pull these Cambodian people out of their torture because there was like mass genocide and they lost their country.
Oh wow.
Anyway, so they were put in these U.S. sponsored camps, right?
Oh yeah.
And then if they had a U.S. sponsor, then they could leave the camps and become an American citizen, get a green card or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, this guy did in the 70s, and then he was like a janitor and a freaking like gas station attendant and something. He said he was working like 24 hours a day. You
Wow.
know, obviously he had to sleep on some of those days, but he was working.
True.
You know,
Because 24 hours, I believe, is a full day.
that is a full day.
Okay.
You're right. So
I knew it.
it was interesting because you're like, wow, this guy almost died.
Yeah.
Then he comes over here, works his fingers to the bone.
Yeah.
Then a couple years later, he starts working at Winchell Donuts. You ever heard of them?
Winchell?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think it's Winchell. If not, I'll correct myself. So he starts working there.
Yeah.
And he takes the training program. Then he saves up his own money.
Yeah.
And he starts his own donut shop while still running the franchise of Winchell's.
Oh.
Then his business was doing better than the company he was franchising.
Mm.
So he left that. And he ended up starting like 65 shops and becoming extremely wealthy.
Yeah.
And although I'm not going to ruin it for you, not a great dude. Seems like a great dude.
Right.
Not a great dude.
Kind of like a Ray Kroc.
More like greed got the best of him, but he started out as a good dude.
Got it.
And so essentially, but you can recognize that and realize what he did. He was responsible. There's like thousands of donut shops in California.
Mm-hmm.
95% of them are ran by Cambodian people. So he was like responsible for like this donut revolution. And Dunkin' Donuts had came in several times
Yeah.
and failed. They
Really?
like straight up could not compete with this guy. And he was mom and pop.
Jeez.
And anyway,
Okay.
throughout the video, and especially at the end of the video in the credits,
Mm-hmm.
that donut song played. And that's the context.
Okay.
I busted out laughing at it. I was like, this is the dumbest song,
Yeah.
very appropriate, but dumbest song
Right.
I've ever heard.
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad.
And we were in bed, and
Funny, though.
Sarah Carr was like, pause it. So I paused it. She goes, you should play this on this show, this song. It should be your intro. And I was like,
There we go.
done.
Done
So
and done.
check. It's done.
Yep.
I think we should.
Checkmate.
Why don't you play it again?
Okay.
Chocolate donut.
Oh.
chocolate donut, maple syrup, glazing donut, Dunkin' Donut, Dunkin' Donuts, bars of donuts, sprinkled donuts, football donuts, hazel donut, candy donut, Texas donut,
I really want a
Philly
donut right now.
jelly donut, crispy donut,
Me too.
powder donut,
Several.
Have you been to Ray's
chocolate donut.
Donuts?
I don't think so.
There's like 2 locations.
Yeah.
There's one in, I think there's a Ray's Donuts 1,
Okay.
and then there's a Ray's Donuts 2. Let me look this
Oh.
up. So the Ray's Donuts 2 is right over here by Hamilton Mill Church. So
Oh.
where
Yeah.
the Kroger is,
Uh-huh.
and there's a gas station. Like,
Yeah, I know exactly.
you know
what
what I'm
you're
talking about? Yeah.
Yep.
So, but Ray's Donuts number 1. So that's number 2.
So that's number 2
In
over
Decatur,
there.
yeah.
Okay.
So question is, where is number 1? So I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to type this in. Ray's Donuts. Because man, last night after we were watching that show, I was like, I got to get a donut or I'm gonna die. And I didn't get a donut,
You didn't?
and I didn't die.
You survived.
So
Good for you.
Marietta looks like
Oh.
it's in Marietta. Isn't that kind of a
Oh.
sketch? Which means it's probably really good.
Yeah. I've
Um,
been to those donut shops before, and I've never been disappointed.
yeah.
At
So we
either one of them.
might have to go to Ray's Donut Shop number 2 and then go number 2. Well, hey, sounds like a good segue into
Hey, Cooley, it's time for your weekly check-in. That's right, I'm ready. JT's got a question for you. Answer it truthfully, or you'll be a liar. Answer yes or no,
or maybe.
or maybe.
All right. I've phrased this question a lot of different ways
Yeah.
every week. Last week, the way I phrased it was, do you have herpes?
Right.
And it's a big hit.
Yeah.
It was that joke was a big hit.
It was.
Had to bleep out quite a few things after that,
Mhm.
but that was my fault. You can't start a conversation about herpes and have it not be
Yeah, not be clean.
clean.
Yeah.
Because anyway,
Herpes is not clean.
no. So how do you think we should phrase the question this week? Clearly not herpes.
Right. Are you doing more good than bad to your body?
Actually, dead serious.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair assessment of anything.
Right?
Like, are you passing?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, do you feel like you are doing more than in your week?
Yeah.
Are you doing better for yourself
Hmm.
than you are doing bad for yourself?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Woo!
Not. No, I am.
Okay.
I am.
That really hurt. Like I was like pumped up, and you're like, so that's great,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah. It's like I'm not like super healthy nut this week, but
hang on a second. Praise break. It's funny that we both knew where we both were going. with
oh
that.
yeah, for sure. Definitely not like usual hardcore eating right at the house. Not doing that yet, but it's definitely better than, my
Previous.
days in the past.
Yeah.
Because days in the past would be like, I only ate 4 Whoppers this week.
But see, I want to actually unpack this a minute,
Okay.
because I am good at committing to stuff.
Yeah.
And so I think this is a good way to talk about why. And
Yeah.
if you're not good at stuff, maybe this will help.
Yeah.
What you're doing is a very healthy way to go about it,
Mm.
because what tends to happen to people, no matter what it is, starting a podcast, getting better at a skill,
Yeah.
whether that be guitar or video editing or audio editing or whatever,
Mhm.
exercising, eating healthier, not yelling the F word at grandmothers,
True.
which is something I'm working hard on.
Yeah.
It's my New Year's resolution.
Well, that's good.
It's just because every time I see a grandma, I get so excited and I just yell the F word.
Yeah.
And
It's true.
it's something I'm working on.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm kidding.
Good for you.
I'm kidding, people. But no, here's the thing. What I think is important is that a lot of people are off and on. It's binary. It's either I did it
Mm-hmm.
and I'm balls to the wall,
Yeah.
or I give up.
Mm.
And that is a lot of people.
Sure.
And it's a very unsmart way to do it.
Yeah. I used to have a tough time with that, for sure.
And the thing is that what I do
Yeah.
is get back up.
Yeah.
And that's,
True.
you know what? I want to add to those lists. Sports is another one.
Yeah.
So if you want to get better in sports there as an athlete, but the key is get back up.
Yeah.
And the reason I want to unpack that is sometimes I have a bad week in terms of how I've scheduled the editing to go.
Yeah.
And like this past week. Now, granted, I had a very busy work week.
Yeah.
We had a guest.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen that episode, it's the episode before this one.
Mm-hmm.
You should go watch it with John Joyner.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Really good.
What a great guy.
Yep.
Great conversation.
For sure.
You were cracking me up in that episode. God. And you were cracking him up,
Yeah.
like with the chronology. But we had a guest last episode, and that means a
was
lot
fun.
more work on my part.
Sure.
And I was kind of hard on myself because I worked all freaking weekend on this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really, and so this kind of stuff happens to me a lot but it's like, you know what? Yes, last week was really hard
Mm-hmm.
on me and I was really stressed.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you give up.
Right.
It means that week was hard
Sure.
and that's it.
Yeah.
And you get up and you do next week
Mm-hmm.
a little bit better,
Yeah.
you know? And so I think it's important. I didn't really mean to make this a whole thing, but I think the way you're going about it and the way you ask yourself, that's the right way to do it.
Yeah.
Am I doing more good than bad?
Right.
If I had a bad week, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little bit better next week.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that is how you don't give up. That's
Right.
how you look up and we've been doing a podcast for a year.
Yeah. True.
Because me and you've talked about this. We've had bad weeks mentally
Sure.
about this show.
Oh, yeah.
Newsflash, everyone. There's some weeks where we both wanted to give up.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
I mean, at least that's how I felt.
Yeah.
I can't speak for you.
No. I mean, like, because it's like, well, you're like the editing guy, so you know that all weighs on you, on your shoulders.
Yeah.
But but I'm also like looking at concerning myself with numbers, and I shouldn't,
Yes.
and that weighed on me heavily too.
Yeah.
But now it's like, no, don't worry about that. It's fine.
And the same thing should go with your eating healthy.
Sure.
Because here's the thing: don't you feel better?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've talked to you about how much I feel like you're more
I feel
present,
better, and I'm sleeping more now.
and you're present,
Mhm.
and you seem happier.
Yep.
So screw a number. That's
Yeah.
that is worth way more.
True.
And I same thing. Yeah, of course I stress about the editing, but I also stressed about like, are we gonna ever grow? Are we gonna hit our goal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I kept looking like, man, 2021, like, man, we just wanted to hit 100, and I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
And then boom, we looked up and we were way over the goal.
Yeah.
And so
Thanks to you guys.
thank you, seriously.
It's awesome.
So I really didn't mean for weekly check-in to be this long, but your answer
yeah.
kind of inspired me to tell you
Mm-hmm.
and to tell other people, don't be so hard on yourself or you
Sure.
will give up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So on that note, another praise break. Way to go, Nathan. Way to go, Nathan. I should say, let's go, Nathan, right? I'd made it harder to do the chant.
Oh,
It should
yeah.
be, let's go, Nathan.
Yeah,
Dun, 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 dun. Let. Anyway, yeah.
I'm in this alone.
Yeah. So
Where'd everybody
nice
go?
job, dude.
Thank
I'm
you.
proud of you, and I hope you continue to feel better.
Absolutely. Thank
So, the thing that makes me feel better is never, ever, 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 never, ever, 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 ever. Thank you. Ever,
Ever.
under any circumstance. You know where I'm going?
Yeah.
Never do I ever worry. Of course, y'all, this was a Michael Scott thing about who to call for plumbing.
Ever.
I never do.
No. And you shouldn't.
Who do they call?
They call Cannon Plumbing.
Yes, they do. And if they don't, everything's going to be a failure.
Right.
Like you call any other plumber,
Yeah.
and it's just not going to get fixed. Like
yeah, for sure.
in perpetuity, you have a toilet that doesn't work
Yeah.
because you didn't call Canon.
Right. Or you just ate really bad a lot.
Yeah.
But if you don't call Cannon, nobody's going to fix it for you except for Cannon.
Yeah.
The other plumbers, they'll come in, they'll talk all this stuff, be like, well, there's your problem right there. And then you're going to see plenty of plumbers crack, and then he'll just leave. And then all of a sudden,
You're on crack.
there's crap on your wall. I don't
Yeah.
get it.
There's
I've
plumbers
seen it
crack.
100 times.
Then you get so sad you get addicted to crack.
Yes.
And all you had to do was call Canon
Right.
the whole time.
Yep.
Um,
And all of a sudden, there's money missing off your dresser, and your daughter's knocked out.
so just call Canon.
And you didn't even have a daughter.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Or
Yeah.
go to his website,
Yeah.
canonplumbingllc.com,
Mm-hmm.
or just contact me. Say, hey, man, what's that dang plumber's name?
Right.
It's on your show,
Yeah.
which, by the way, is how most of you have gotten a hold of Canon. So for those wondering, do these ads work? They do.
they
We have
do.
a lot of people who come and ask me, what's the name of that plumber on your show? What happens is they don't need a plumber when they're listening.
True.
And then all of a sudden they need a plumber.
Yeah.
And they're like, dang,
Mm-hmm.
who was that guy?
Yeah.
Who was the plumber guy?
Right.
What I should do is say, last episode, go find scavenger hunt.
Right.
Anyway,
Exactly.
Canon
Your fun little
Plumbing,
game.
he's all you ever need for any problem ever in your
Crap hits
entire
the
life.
fan. Hit him up.
So, one of the things I have to mention, because no one ever seems to believe this,
Yeah.
but it is true. Cooley's birthday is quite literally Valentine's Day.
It is.
Every single year.
Yep. Every year.
Like your birthday would change or Valentine's Day would change.
You're right.
It doesn't.
No.
So we did, it's funny. I'm starting to like go through the, what do you call this again? Set list,
Yeah.
the topics that I prepare.
Mm-hmm.
But this year I'm finding myself remembering that we talked about this last year. Like I'm finding myself like, oh, we talked about the Super Bowl last year on the show. We talked
did.
about Valentine's Day. So
Yeah.
it is kind of cool to not only see subjects reappear, but we're probably going to talk about them in a different light. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just, it was a way right in front of my face to realize, oh my God, we've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but people who didn't listen to, I don't know, the 5th episode probably.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that'd have been like the 3rd episode.
Yeah. I guess so.
So
Right. End of January.
if you didn't listen all the way back,
Into
I don't
February.
blame you. But now
True.
you're listening and we love you for it.
Yep.
I'd like to hear how you feel about this. So
Okay.
I'm your psychiatrist
Right.
asking you, how do you feel that your birthday falls on the same day as Valentine's Day?
Oh.
How do you feel?
When I was a kid, it was cool.
Yeah.
Because you get your class list, get them all Valentines, hand them out. Just be like, hey. And there was always that one girl in my class where I'm like really liked.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Happy Valentine's Day. And I said it like that too. And
did you say, do you love me? Do you want to be my friend? Because if you do,
yeah.
well, then
Song probably didn't
don't
exist
be
back then.
afraid to take me by the hand.
No, I'd slam it down and go,
Want to. I forgot the last part of what I was singing. I think this is how love goes. Check yes or no.
That's very true.
George Strait.
But yeah, back then it was cool because elementary kids weren't dating.
Yeah.
And so they'd all come to your party.
Most of them weren't.
Most of them weren't. Middle school, Then you get to high school, friends start disappearing a little bit. They'd still come, but they're just like, yeah, I got dinner plans with my boo tonight. And then
With my boo tonight.
And then 20s, then you hang out with your single friends.
Yeah.
Which is starting to get a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And then 30s, then it's really small.
Yeah.
Then maybe like your good friends just take you out.
Yeah.
And then in your 40s, it just completely sucks.
Yeah. Man, don't make us all sad.
No. But it's, I'm definitely reminded of my birthday.
I would say this, though. I hear what you're saying, and it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But couldn't you also argue, much like birthdays in general, that as you get older, it just kind of doesn't matter as much anymore?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, I know you're saying like it sucks, but like, I think it's more of like that sucks.
I mean, yeah, like the actual parties, I don't give it
Yeah.
a rat. Because like people are busy.
Man, you made a hard stop there.
I mean, that's true.
Because you were going somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, I was going somewhere even naughtier. But yeah, I mean, who cares about the parties now? I did have a big one for my 40th.
Yeah, Dennis told you that, right?
Yeah.
Way to go, Dennis.
That was really cool. That one meant a lot.
Sorry I wasn't there.
Nah, it's okay.
I had to be out of town. There's no way I would have missed that.
Yeah. I think so.
Or, you know what? I think I was in Chattanooga with Sarah Carter as part of like a Valentine's Day thing. And
Exactly.
It had been planned for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's the hard part. It's just that people would love to hang out with you on your birthday, but it's like,
yeah,
they got to hang out with their wife or their girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
Or their
you should.
Or their turtle or
you should.
Their pet rabbit.
Right.
And you should.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because there are some people who also are born on Christmas.
I do hang out with Jack though. Jack Daniels.
Mr. Daniels. Dr. Daniels.
I don't drink Jack Daniels.
There's some people who are born on Christmas Day too. That's weird.
That's true.
I actually think I would hate that more.
Oh yeah.
But I got it way worse than you. You sitting here complaining, oh, I'm born on Valentine's Day. I was born on Earth Day.
Oh, that's a big one.
Clearly kidding. But not kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kidding that it's a bad thing.
Right.
But I did as a teenager. I used to like really tell people like, F Earth Day. It's my birthday.
True.
You know what I mean?
But now you realize people forget about Earth Day until it's Earth Day.
Yeah.
Be like, oh yeah, it's Earth Day.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah, recycle. You know? Actually, got to give her credit. Erica Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Threw me I want to say it was either 25th or 26th birthday party. I can't remember if you went. It was in low 5 Points.
If it was on the weekend, probably not.
Yeah.
And April.
Yeah.
That's a busy month for me.
So she threw me this birthday party, and that was back when Facebook events were a thing, which they might still be a thing.
Maybe.
I just don't use Facebook.
Yeah.
I haven't used Facebook in like 6 years. Anyway, And the Facebook invite, the name of the party was Forget Earth Day. It's Jeremy's birthday. And I was like, well done.
Yeah,
Well freaking
for sure.
done.
Yeah,
So for all those out there who have a birthday
yeah,
on a major holiday, you know what? We're sorry.
yeah,
But we also can relate.
yeah.
Earth Day over here,
Mhm.
Valentine's Day. I think Jared Prisbiz is on Christmas Day.
It is.
My mom's birthday.
Merry Christmas.
My mom's birthday. That was a good one. Is close to Christmas.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, if it's on the same week of Christmas, you're screwed.
yeah. I can't think of what would be a bad birthday. Maybe July 4th is not a good day to have a birthday.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, but that's going to change every year. Thanksgiving Day.
Right.
Anyway, I thought that was interesting that you have. We talked about this last year, Valentine's Day or whatever.
Right.
The other thing
Happens.
that we talked about last year was the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And I think there is an interesting storyline here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll start it and you can fill in the gaps.
Okay.
Actually, let's do it like this.
Huh.
I'm just going to talk about the Joe Burrow side.
Okay.
You talk about the Matt Stafford side.
Okay.
On this segment of Nathan Cooley Meets Everybody, remember he met Matt Stafford. It's going to be really important
Yeah.
when he talks.
Right.
So
Sorry, it's football music.
oh yeah. Oh, there's a video I saw of this guy playing all four broadcast channels on the piano,
Oh yeah.
and it was awesome.
Nice.
You know, because it's like those really are. Some of them are pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I think Fox is probably the best one,
Mm.
but actually, how does the CBS one go? Do you remember?
CBS is pretty good.
How does that one go? Yeah, that one's cool. The CBS college football is not cool.
They play it every 30 seconds. So they go to the commercial break.
What
for
about
everything.
what's the other one? So there's the Fox. I know the Fox one. There's the. How's the Fox one go? So that's not the one I'm thinking of either. What are my other choices? NBC.
Yes, I don't know what that
Yeah.
one is.
There's one that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think there's an interesting storyline with this year's Super Bowl.
Mm.
So I was explaining this to my wife, and this is for anyone who doesn't like sports. I still think you can appreciate sometimes the stories that you just cannot make up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know sports, I still think you're going to find this interesting.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, 2019,
Mm-hmm.
was the quarterback for LSU.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, he was a nobody.
Right.
He was back up to everybody else. He goes to LSU, plays 1 year, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a starting quarterback,
Mm.
2 years.
Mm.
Okay. He's the starting
He
quarterback.
was very underrated the first year.
That's right. But 2019, he was insane.
Blow it up.
He ended up winning the national championship.
Yep.
Then he ended up being drafted
Mm-hmm.
to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, right? Or close to it.
I think so.
I think he was the number 1 draft. If not, he was so close that this doesn't even matter.
He was definitely top 10.
Drafted to his hometown
Mm-hmm.
of Cincinnati.
Yep.
So, like, you not only got drafted.
Home state, but yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Cincinnati.
He's from Athens,
Oh,
Ohio.
doesn't make it as good of a story, but still good story.
It's not far from Athens.
Jeremy's an idiot. No, I'm just kidding. It is cool. Like if I grew up and was part of the Atlanta Braves, are you kidding?
Yeah.
It'd be oh my God.
Here's how cool it
That'd
is
be awesome.
in Athens, Ohio. I had a youth pastor in Roanoke, Virginia, moved to South Dakota for like a year, then moved to Athens, Ohio. Joe Burrow's youth pastor.
No way.
Yep, David Ash.
That is insane.
Crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So he goes on
Great guy.
to be the quarterback for his home state.
Uh-huh.
And the Bengals, 3 decades haven't been to the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Yes. Well, since the 80s, yeah.
So yeah, it's been like 30 years.
Yeah.
And they're, just so you know, if you don't follow football, they're never talked about.
No.
one's ever talking about Cincinnati.
Nope.
When they're talking about football teams.
Super Bowl 23 was the last time we were there.
Wow.
They played the 49ers.
I just watched Super Bowl 32.
Oh.
Do you know? I'd be surprised if you do, because it's hard to know just from the number.
32.
If you can't get it, I'll give you the
Was it
year.
Pittsburgh?
No. The year was 1998.
Okay. Oh, Green Bay.
And
New
Yeah.
England.
no.
Oh, Denver.
Yeah. I
There
knew
we go.
you'd get there.
Yeah.
Awesome. My gosh, dude.
So,
Freaking, that was Elway's first time
Elway. Okay.
winning. And
Mhm.
that was great. Anyway, all
Yeah.
that to say, no one's ever talking about Cincinnati.
No.
So this guy wins a national championship, gets drafted the first round, is now the quarterback for his home team,
Mm-hmm.
home state. Second year he's in the NFL, right?
Mm-hmm.
He takes the team to the Super Bowl this year. That's the one side. That's
Right.
Cincinnati. Then there's LA
Yeah.
and Matt Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the non-sporters. I think this is something I think this would be a good thing to start doing in general.
Mm-hmm.
Talk sports, but also people who are non-sporters
Yeah.
can understand.
Yeah.
Explain to them why this is a big deal for Matt Stafford.
Well, Matt Stafford is a Georgia boy.
Yes.
Went to Georgia. And I think his last, it was either his junior or senior year. Anyway, he was there with Noshan Moreno,
Mhm.
and they had a really, really good team that year.
Yeah.
They had lost earlier to Alabama that year, but then they just came charging back.
Can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
Can we give a shout out to Mafioso,
Joe?
Mr. Joe,
Oh yeah.
because he's commented on the last 2 episodes.
Oh really?
So Joe, we freaking love you, dude. And
Salute,
just-
Joe.
Yeah.
Salute.
Salute. What's the other thing he said? I can't remember it. I'm just laughing at. He said it. He says something in Italian, and you just say "gazunta." It's a good joke. But we love you, Joe. We
Yeah,
love
I don't
you.
know.
Thank you for listening. You're a great dude.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Georgia, I think of him, so I had to
Oh, for sure.
call him out.
Yeah.
So, continue.
Yeah. So, but they were doing well that year, and if they had the college football playoffs that year, they would have been in it,
yeah.
hands down.
Yeah.
But they weren't, so they were just kind of screwed. But anyway, so he never got that natty like Joe Burrow did.
Yeah.
Then he was drafted really high because he was really good to Detroit. And Detroit's kind of like Cincinnati. They haven't been to the Super Bowl. Well, I don't know about Detroit. I don't know if they've ever been.
I don't know.
I don't think they have.
You keep talking. I'll look it up.
But it's been a while since they've been in the playoffs. I know that.
Yeah.
He had been up there for what, at least 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't going anywhere. Megatron had retired early, and I think that was the only chance that he had to do something with Detroit with Megatron. So Megatron retires a couple years ago.
The Detroit Lions are the oldest NFL team to have never appeared in the Super Bowl.
Wow, there you go. Okay. So LA, the Rams come calling, and they've already got a decent team. They had been to the Super Bowl 2 years prior to this, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And so LA gives him a ring-a-dingy and says,
Yeah.
hey, come on out here. We want to win a championship with you. So he goes out there, has a great season, and they won this past weekend, and now they're in the Super Bowl.
Is this his first season there?
This is first season
That's
there,
insane.
right?
That's insane.
And I know they had. I know the Rams had to give up some talent.
Yeah.
To
And
get him.
context, he is the quarterback of the Rams.
Yeah, and so he's from Georgia,
Yep.
and now the quarterbacks. We've got a Georgia versus LSU Super Bowl.
Mm.
SEC wins again.
And hey, boom, SEC forever.
Yep.
Because now Clemson's out the window. So ACC, sorry.
There for now.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I know you have a team in the ACC, but you are still
That's not my team.
aware enough to know that
Oh, dude.
SEC is the
Call it like I see it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And let's talk about this.
Huh.
LA is where the Super Bowl is.
Yeah.
So all of these storylines, you got the
Yeah.
Joe Burrow storyline, you've got the Matt Stafford storyline,
Mhm.
you've got the LSU Georgia thing that you just talked about, which is SEC,
Yep.
Georgia LSU rematch.
Yeah.
But then, to a little bow on top,
Mhm.
LA is playing in LA, and because they're playing there, you got the West Coast rappers
Yep.
coming out of, I don't know, being reborn.
Yeah.
Eminem,
Mhm.
Snoop Dogg,
Yep.
Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
but then you also have Mary J. Blige,
Mhm.
and what's the other guy?
Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I don't know any of his stuff.
Kendrick's from here.
Oh, really?
He's from ATL.
So it doesn't matter as much.
So yeah.
But those, I cannot believe they're in the Super Bowl
Right.
halftime show.
Yeah.
I thought they might have just been too old,
Yeah.
but the Rolling Stones were way older than them.
Oh yeah.
So
By far.
it kind of makes sense. They have a career.
So is Paul
They have
McCartney.
such a legacy of
Yeah.
a career, but they're like, have you ever seen like legitimate rapping in a Super Bowl?
Not this heavy. No.
I have never seen this before, and I'm
Mhm.
excited about it. You know me,
Yeah.
I'm more of a rock guy.
They
But-
should have done that when they were here.
Yeah.
When the Super Bowl was
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
They had Big Boy,
Yeah.
which from Outkast, which was cool.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
then they had Maroon 5, which I didn't understand that.
No.
Not anything against Maroon 5. It's just, are they from here?
I don't know.
I don't think they are. But if you want, the dirty, you get all the dirty South rappers
Yeah.
together. There's plenty of them.
But I was saying, I'm a rock guy,
Yeah.
but I do appreciate actual talented hip hop. Like, for example,
Yeah.
Jay-Z
Mhm.
or Eminem, especially Eminem.
Yeah.
I like Snoop Dogg. I like Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
I like, not as a person, but as a musician, I like Kanye.
Right.
Um,
Somebody said this is the closest Detroit's going to get to the Super Bowl anyway, because they have Matt Stafford and Eminem.
that is good. That is good.
I thought that was
But
hilarious.
anyway, I'm excited about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's got a great story.
for sure,
And
I'm going to make my famous dip.
yes,
Right.
little Hormel chili, sour cream. I mean, cheddar, what is it? Cream cheese.
Yeah.
And your number 3 Rushmore condiment,
Oh,
Frank's Red Hot.
Red Hot.
Red Hot. We're going to do, you know what time it is.
Yeah.
Woo! Going to be a fast one
Still
today.
breathing.
Going to be a fast one today.
Okay.
This day in history, February 8th, 1926, the Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio becomes Walt Disney Studios.
Oh.
It becomes what we know it as today.
Mm-hmm.
That was 1926, a
Okay.
very long time ago.
Yeah. Was that out in L.A.?
I don't know. My guess is yes,
Mm.
because Disneyland was first.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be my guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming that too.
1991,
Okay.
February 8th,
Uh-huh.
Mr. Roger Clemens signs a record contract, $5,380,000, 250. So I said that's so stupid. 5,380,000.
Numbers are hard.
How do you say that? $5,380,250.
Yeah.
Okay. I just laugh at this because it says this is a record contract.
Oh,
That's $5 million.
right.
But in 91, different story.
That's a lot of money.
Now
One.
people are getting $500 million almost
Yeah.
to, but that dude was good. My God.
Oh, dude.
Roger
Yeah.
Clemens.
Wait, who did you sign with in 91? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but we're on this day in history, so let's look it up. Roger Clemens. Who would you guess if it wasn't?
I thought it was in Texas, but maybe not.
Well, you do know things, so I'm not going to discount you.
Yeah, I didn't think he joined the Yankees until later.
Let's see. Clemens becomes best paid. Boston Red Sox pitcher becomes the highest paid. So was it with
Red Sox.
It was the Red Sox. You're right,
forgot he
because
was
Clemens was he was really late Yankees.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you become awesome, then the Yankees buy you.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah. Sometimes when I do stuff like this, I think people are going to be disappointed in me. Like my father-in-law. He might be like, how dare you? I don't know everything.
Yeah.
And that's part of my intelligence.
I don't either.
Is knowing I don't know everything. Socrates said that.
Ooh.
I don't know how he said it,
Socrates.
but Socrates said it just like that.
Yeah.
Socrates. Socrates. I think that was the last. Nope, we got one more.
Okay.
1994.
Oh.
This one right here. I never heard of this, but you're older than me, so maybe you will have.
Okay.
1994. Jack Nicholson uses a golf club to attack a car. Have you heard this story?
I have not.
Then
I don't know that
we
one.
just imagine like what might have happened.
Huh.
So Jack Nicholson, that's the actor.
Yeah.
So it is kind of funny because there's Jack Nicklaus, right? That's
Yeah.
the golfer.
But he wouldn't attack anybody with a golf club.
No, he attacks the ball. He attacks that golf ball
Oh, yeah.
with a golf club.
Oh, he's got majors to prove it.
But it is kind of funny that the person with a very similar name
Yeah.
used a golf club
Mhm.
to attack a car. And I don't even want to Google why.
Yeah.
Here's my assumption of what happened.
Okay.
A fan comes up and says, "Hey, aren't you that golfer?" And he's like, "No." And the fan goes, "I think you are. Jack Nicklaus, right?" He's like, "No, I'm Jack Nicholson." Can you do an impression? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
That's very on the spot. But
I'm Jack Nicholson. I don't know.
yeah.
You're wrong, my friend.
But he's like, "No, I'm not."
Right.
And the fan says, "No, you are." And I've been waiting my whole life for this moment. So he gets this golf club out of his trunk
Yeah.
and says, "Mr. Jack Nicklaus, will you please autograph this?" And so Jack Nicholson, not
Yeah.
Jack Nicholas,
Right.
Jack Nicholas is watching the whole thing go down
Oh, yeah.
because the guy just missed him.
Yeah. He's like, oh, here he goes again.
That's right.
It's my Nicholas impression.
And so he just grabs the golf club
Yeah.
and he just yokes the guy in the back of the head. That part never made it in the story.
Right.
Because that guy was annoying and they just didn't want to. And then he takes the golf club and he goes after the car. But it seems, I don't know, doable, right? It seems,
Yeah, I think so.
Like it might be a thing.
So what they reported on was him hitting the car with a golf club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was a drive-by. I think Mug just rolled the window down and said, "Hey, Jack, you can't handle the truth." And he just went off. He just went off. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's it. That's the end of our episode.
Yep.
I am very happy again with quite another episode. Every time I get done with these, I just feel so good,
Mm-hmm.
which makes me know that this is what we're meant to do, my friend.
Yep.
And don't quit on me now. or I might have to take your life. Wouldn't that be
I'm not
horrible?
planning on
Wouldn't it be horrible if like I said that and then somehow you died and it was a mystery.
Oh.
And then the evidence they found was me on this podcast saying, if you leave this show, I'll kill you. I just wanted to say, if that does happen,
Yeah.
that's a total joke. If you get overwhelmed and you quit,
Right.
I'm going to be super upset. But I will not.
Let me just tell
I
you
will not
right
take
now,
your life.
if that does happen in a weird way, it is not his fault. And you have that on camera and audio.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I won't kill you.
Yeah. Good.
But I will be very upset because this show is awesome.
Also, after we're done, can I borrow that SD card and all the cameras? Thanks.
Bye.
Get rid of the evidence.